Chale guys, so we should begin now. And this is the last topic of the syllabus as well. From tomorrow, I think we're going to start with the next subject, that is organizational behavior. That is from 9 p.m. onwards. Financial management will continue as it is from 8 to 9 for this February month as well. Okay, chale guys. So when I'm just talking about the decision making, first of all, we need to understand what do you mean by decision making. Okay, first of all, decision making is basically a Latin word which means deciso. It means to cut away or to come to a conclusion. Okay, now guys, try to understand always when I'm just talking about the term called decision making. Decision making is very analytical perspective with the help of it, because there is basically a logical process through which you always take decision making in the organization. Okay, because somehow, as we know that coming to a conclusion is always, you could say, one of the most important or most you could say tough task or very critical you could say process or critical activity in the company, because you wanted to give the summarization of the complete task and the responsibility which is being assigned to an individual. Okay, now most important part, if you can just focus on my screen, that is about the decision is always based on course of action. Now what do you mean course of action? Anyone who can just describe me what is course of action? Yes. What do you mean by course of action? Sequence of action. Okay. Present activities under the job profile. Okay. What else? What else? Sequence of activity. Okay, perfect. Now I'll just give an example to you. For example, let us suppose if the company is in a process to launch a new product. Okay, launching a new product definitely. Yes, definitely. Launching a new product, definitely. For example, if I'm just moving to the automobile sector right now, or definitely. Okay. So recently, if you can see that there are different, we can say, cutthroat competition which is happening between the Maruti Suzuki. We talk about you could say, Hyundai, and we talk about basically Tata. These are the major, we could say, brand we can say when it's come to automobile sector. Okay. But my point is that because whenever these companies are coming up with any new product, like Hyundai basically come up with a new product right now. Kia is basically coming up with the right now, that is Sedan. Okay. Now, as you know that whenever we talk about the course of action, okay, because whenever the company want to launch any new vehicle in the market, they have to take a decision about launching of the product. Okay, launching in terms of what features you need to provide to the customer and what betterment you can do into your product categories. My point is that because when I'm just talking about decision making is based on course of action. Course of action means the dynamics which may affect the company's decision. Okay, now these dynamics maybe we can say in terms of, we can say, a competitor, it may be the pricing, okay, it may be, you could say, government policy, okay, it may be, you could say, customer preferences. These all, you could say, the factors which affect the company's launching process in order to, you could say, provide any new variety, new, you could say, segment to the customer or customer base, we can say. The point is that a decision is always based on course of action, because the action of competitor, customer, government, and your different functionality, because it may be taxation purpose, government support, all these important factors always play a very crucial role when it's come to taking any decision. Like the example which I quoted up front of you, that this is basically what the decision making is all about. Is this clear? Is this clear? Perfect. Now, I'll just please remember this example, because I will just continue with the same example, because we will discuss one live case study today about different opinion from the different people in the class right now. Next, we talk about the judgment, a final resolution of a conflict, a commitment to action made in face of uncertainty. Okay, I will just break this definition now. A judgment. What is judgment, first of all? Judgment is basically nothing but based on the course of action, what solution you want to provide to your parties or to the interested parties, we can say. Final resolution of the conflict, that again would be the decision as well. Okay, for example, if there is you could say a conflict which is happening between the workers of the company and the top management when it's come to working condition, that is one of the factors which they have. The pay scale is one of the problems which they are facing as well. The concern is that because whenever you need to resolve any conflict as well, we always actually go ahead in order to, you could say, give some conclusion based on the, you could say, hearing the both the sides, what exactly the expectation of both the sides, and then you always come with some logical and unbiased opinion about that situation. Okay, the last one, a commitment to action made in face of uncertainty. Now, as you know that the meaning of that commitment to action, it means that, for example, you are working as a quality manager in the company, and somehow the responsibility you are adhering in the company is just to maintain the quality standard which the company has set. Definitely, it's not that easy task because you need to manage that ample amount of people in the company about their proceeding, about their working style, about their working capacities. Okay, being a quality manager, your commitment is that how you can improve the quality, you can improve the cost. The point is that commitment is nothing but adhering to your responsibility, adhering to your commitments. Okay, means whatever responsibility you have adhered to, you must be answerable to that. And that is the part of, you could say, uncertainty which the company is facing it out. Like recently, if you can take example of Fair and Lovely. Fair and Lovely changes to Glow and Lovely because the company was facing some uncertainty when it comes to how they can project their product into the market. They need to take some decision. Okay, because the legal claim was there that the company must need to change the name, and then they changed to the Glow and Lovely. My point is that, guys, because that is what the commitment you need to make, because the job responsibility which the company has given it to you, you always need to adhere with. Okay, that is what the decision making is about. It is a process to select a course of action from the alternative to produce a desired result. As I told you, that whenever you need to resolve any problem, for example, you want to pursue your higher degrees. You want to pursue your higher degrees. For example, if I want to pursue my PhD after my master's, I have some alternative options available. Okay, I have option available from state university. I have alternative to do from the foreign university. Okay, we talk about alternative from the private university. These all are the options which upfront I have. I have to take a decision from the course of action. What is course of action? State, private, foreign, you could say scholarship based, different options you have upfront. Okay, so out of the course of action you have, which alternative you want to choose. That is called your decision making. Guys, I think examples are clear. I have explained all the points. I hope so. I'm fulfilling my duties just to explain each and everything with a very relatively live examples of front of you. Is it clear, guys? Everyone? Sure, perfect. Thank you so much. Now, so let me proceed to the next slide, that is about the components of decision making. Okay. So when I was talking about the components of decision making, there are three basic criteria you have. First is called decision environment, effect of quantity on decision making, and decision stream. Okay, we'll discuss one by one all these points. Okay, so let's start with the very first point, that is about your decision environment. Now, decision environment is all about basically collection of information, alternatives, values, and preferences. For example, the same example, PhD I want to pursue after my master's. I have to collect the information first about the reputation of private university, reputation of foreign university, what benefit I can adhere to that, credibility of the degree in the future, collection of information, searching for alternatives, value of that degree, and preferences which I have given it to. Effect on quantity now. Quantity means, like same example I'm quoting right now for my PhD, if I want to searching for a good college, the first thing is that numerical data. Numerical data means nothing but basically what package I can earn out of it. Because the very good question which always comes in the number, that out of the total number of students enrolled, how many will get the placements? What benefit I can adhere with that? Facts and figure you need to analyze, because this is basically the data we have. Last, we can say 5-year data available with you. Okay, how you will analyze your particular data. Okay, that maybe you could say effect of quantity. Decision stream now. Okay, now decision stream is basically something which is very important over here, that you cannot be taken any decision in isolation. Okay, because for example, if I want to pursue my PhD, definitely there should be some base in the graduation, some base in the master's. For example, if I'm pursuing my degree in finance, which course of finance? It is a banking, insurance, cryptocurrencies, investment banking, etc. Okay. Point is that any particular decision which you are coming up with, all these decisions are basically interconnected. Okay. So that is basically what we are talking right now. Any decision which we are taking, each and every decision is backed up by some past studies, some analysis, some references, and then you are going to take the decision making. I hope so guys understood what is an environment, what is effect of quantity, and what is decision stream. Everyone? Sure? Perfect. So now I will just quote one example in front of you. I will give a small caselet up front of you. Let us suppose you want to invest your money. Okay, Himanshu, decision stream, basically, again, I'll just go to the example of automobiles, for example. Okay, if you want to purchase any car for your family, for your comfort, for your drive, for your business purpose as well, whatever it could be, your decision is not based on a particular single event. You will always search for mileage, you will actually search for the comfort, you will search for the pricing. Means your decision stream, the ultimate decision is not only based on single factor. There are some multiple factors which actually affect your final conclusion. That is called decision stream. Okay, perfect, guys. So I think the last point which we are discussing now. Let us suppose, please try to understand the situation now. What you have to do, you have to invest your money. Let us suppose you have around, for example, let's suppose you have 10 lakh rupees with you. Okay. You want to invest this 10 lakh rupees into the market. It may be any source. It may be debt, equity, mutual funds, gold, land, whatever it could be. How you will actually invest this money based on these three important components. What are the factor under decision environment? What are the factor under effect of quantity? What are the factor that comes under decision stream? So I will give you around 10 minutes. Okay, it's 9:18 right now. 9:28, 9:30 we will start discussing on this. So prepare your content, and we will discuss one by one. Okay, I want input from maximum all of you. Okay, is the question clear? You have a free choice of selecting your own investment pattern. Is this clear, guys? I think, can I have a thumbs up?